The Australian outback, it's beautiful. Yeah, endless red dirt, skies so big they could swallow you whole. But at night, it's a different beast. And that's where our story begins. Her name was Bron. And she was hopelessly, terrifyingly lost. Bron scrambled over a rocky outcrop, her pink hair matted with sweat and dirt. Her phone had died hours ago. Her water bottle was empty. Every shadow looked like a snake. Every gust of wind sounded like a whisper. She'd been hiking, took a wrong turn chasing a pretty lizard, and now the sun was gone, and she was just another fool swallowed by the wilderness. She pressed on, driven by pure adrenaline, unaware that she wasn't alone, unaware that she was being hunted. Behind her, something was moving. It wasn't the graceful lope of a healthy animal. It was a lurch, a shamble. Clinging to a eucalyptus tree was a koala, but its fur was patchy and matted with something dark and sticky. One of its button eyes was milky white, the other burned with a vacant, hungry stare. As Bron passed, it dropped from the branch with a wet thud and began to drag itself after her. Its cute, cuddly reputation rotting away with its flesh. It wasn't the only one. From the spinifex grass, a dingo emerged. Its jaw hung unnaturally low, drool dripping from its yellowed fangs. Its movements were jerky, its spine twisted. It sniffed the air, caught Bron's scent, and its dead eyes locked onto her distant figure. The hunt was on. But the real terror was the one she could hear before she could see. A heavy, rhythmic thump, thump, thump. Growing closer, Bron froze. That sound, it wasn't right. It was the sound of a kangaroo, but heavy, labored, dot-dragging. She spun around, her heart hammering against her ribs, and there it was, silhouetted against the moon. A huge, red kangaroo. Its pouch was torn, its tail dragged uselessly in the dirt, but its powerful legs still carried it forward in grotesque, lurching hops. One of its arms was missing, and its head was lolled to the side, its gaze fixed entirely on her. She screamed, a raw, primal sound that was swallowed by the vast, indifferent landscape. She turned and ran. She didn't know where, she just ran. The thumping of the kangaroo, the scuttling of the dingo, the wet, dragging sound of the koala, they were all behind her. A symphony of undead horror. She burst into a clearing, a dead end blocked by a wall of rock dot. She was trapped. She turned, her back pressed against the cold stone. Tears streaming down her face as she fumbled in her pockets for anything, a rock, a stick, anything. Sounds of the animals closing in, growls, gurgles, the heavy thumping. The dingo was first, lunging from the shadows. She kicked out, but it was relentless. Then the kangaroo was there, its massive form blocking out the moonlight. It raised its remaining clawed hand. Bron let out one last, choked sob. The last thing she saw wasn't the fury of a predator. It was just a blank, empty hunger. In the vast, silent outback, under a billion unblinking stars, the hunt was over. The wild had always been a dangerous place, but tonight, something new had claimed its victory, and the only witness was the silent, smiling moon.